Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. And tonight we're talking 7 ways why my viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs find my mind in yesterday. So I try to live today mirroring yesterday. Something I awakened to is I realized my beliefs, opinions, and viewpoints were embedded from my past experiences, the media, television shows I watched, parents, school system, community, and interactions with a socially. As I now realize, we try to when we're trying to rise out of our current situation, we work on the words, we work on this, we work on thinking, we work on this, but we never rise out of the beliefs, opinions, and viewpoints, which are subconsciously embedded. And something else, believe, when you say that in your daily life, you're going back into a frozen in time representation that holds you in yesterday. And something I wrote today, and it's going to be next week, is ask myself, how do I try to live today through yesterday's viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs? And it really keeps me locked and blocked and my mind frozen in time because I relive the representations, but I'm reliving the images and everything about that yesterday. And something I awakened to. So history is always taught to us from the past. So we've never ever been shown the way of the here and now. And that's what we're here today for, is the here and now. However, when we went to school, every time we took a test, it was from yesterday. Every time we did something, do you remember this? Do you do this? So we were unknowingly taught to live from yesterday. Oh, I am. I catch myself all the time, but I'm starting to understand I really got to bring my life to the here and now. And I do that through questions and listening and inspiration, intuition, imagination. It's listening to the free flowing energy of my natural abilities, agilities, acumen, and audacity. And the spirit and the heart. It's really letting go of all my socialized, entrenched schooling and thinking the outside world has done things to me. The outside world has had happenstances, but everything that happened occurs in here. And I realized all my underlying impressions of my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs were embedded from my womb to 5 years old, the school system, society. And the more I opened up to understand that, the more I could rise out of it. And see, when we shift or change, heal, create, transformation, shift, we go sideways. So, but if you open up to rise, you go forward in life. And you shine your inner wisdom to yourself and expand through life. But the more I opened up to this, and everybody's trying to move forward. That's the thing. When you're trying to move forward in life, but you still got your same opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs, they're the thieves of your dreams. And something I really opened up to. My viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, thinking, knowing, stubbornness, hard-headedness, egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance are the thief of my dreams, because it's like sitting in a prison cell thinking I'm free, but really I'm stuck in that prison cell. And that's where we stay, is in that prison cell of our opinions, beliefs, thinking, knowing, school system, parents. And I really had a jailbreak here about 2 months ago. I have a class called Ancestor Jailbreak. And that's where seeing all of our beliefs and opinions and stuff today, a lot of it still is embedded from our parents and our ancestors. And something I opened up to, and I had to grit and get and gumption, I looked at the outside world through the eyes of innocence. I'm 68 years old, and 1955 through 60, the world has changed in modernization, but the way we do things, the enslaving mindsets, the sex trade, slavery, and all that still go on today. We have never risen out of the Civil War, the 30s, or Johnson's Great Society. And we always stayed stuck inside that because that's all a comfort zone. And that's where we stay, is in our apathetic comfort zone. And as long, how many times, this is a confession from me. How many times have you got in a heated discussion because of your opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs, and somebody had a different type or a different style, but you got mad because it wasn't inside your box and your prison cell of whatever that is? That is something I really opened up to. And every time I think and know, and I was probably the most stubborn person I ever met. The thing I can laugh at me now sets me free. We're all stubborn people and hard headed and all that, but it's being willing to question the now to rise out. And something else I really, really am open to is the school system and all the indoctrinated education is somebody else's viewpoint, opinion, and beliefs, and that's what they think we should do and know. So that bestows us. And yesterday, and something I have latched onto is the business schools teach a third world enslaving mindset because they think the people that work for them, they think they own them subconsciously. We've never risen out of the enslaving mindsets of our ancestors. That's what Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is here for, is to rise you out of where you have always been and thinking that you're better than somebody because you got money, education. Because when we pass away, we all get the same. We come in the same, leave the same. And material chattels come and go. Spirit, prowess, wisdom, insight, clarity, heart, chutzpah, soul, savvy. That's your wealth. And just because somebody has money and they think they went to college and got all these degrees means nothing. Because something I've opened up to in the last 3 years, I've been doing this hypnotherapy and all this stuff. I've been dealing with a lot of education, people that are highly educated. One thing I can understand, and I'm going to say this verbally, we had higher conversations with more wisdom and insight at a union electrical break table than I've had with the highly educated. The thing about education, it's a box. And if anything is beyond the boundaries of that box, they give you that college educated smirk, and that's the one that they go like this, and then they go into telling you how good they are. When you're telling somebody how good you are, that's insecurity, immaturity. And that comes from your beliefs, opinions, and viewpoints. It's something else. We're supposed to be highly educated moving forward, but we can't even have a presidential debate with any wisdom in it. The wisdom is in the people. Something I understand now, and I'm going to say this. When I worked with my hands as an electrician, I had to not only work with my hands, but you had to be aware of what was going on. And you also had to put some things in that were not easy. You had to come up with the ingenuity and the innovative skills to do it. And that's where the world is stuck. We don't have the innovative skills. And I'm not a proponent of AI. I'm sorry. AI is going to steal the innovation of this country. And once they can control your innovation, they steal your talents. AI stealing innovative talent, individual innovative talents to me. I am old and I'm old fashioned, but you know what? I watched what spell check did to me, and I'm never letting anything do do that again because I was a very decent speller at one time. Now I'm very poor. That's because I started using spell check. And, everybody says I'm going to do AI this and AI this. Next thing you know, you're relying on AI, and then you're going to have your viewpoints, opinions, beliefs that you believe that AI is going to take you to the promised land. It may make you money today. What is it going to do down the road? And that's where I'm really open to now because I understand my viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs stem from my outside world. And that is where I get stuck in my stubbornness because that's what I think, and revenge thinking and jealousy, all that. That's your opinions that you think the world is against you. The world is for you. The universe, the spirit, everything is for you to expand through life. It's your egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, victimitis, crapitis that makes the world, you think the world owes you something. The outside world owes you nothing. It owes me zilch. However, it is a tour guide showing me my way to rise out of my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, my thinking, knowing, memory, mind, knowledge, and thoughts from yesterday. Because something I understand now, I can never listen and know my way anywhere. I can never listen, think, and know anywhere. And think and know these stops intuition, imagination, innovation, and all your free flowing energy. Thinking no blocks flowing energy. So when you can open up to this, you got to question the present moment. And something else, I stopped practicing anything. It isn't practicing, it's this is the outcome I desire to experience. And I rise to that every time. And something else, outcomes will always rise you further than a goal. Accomplished outcome will rise you above goals. But we're so embedded with our opinions and viewpoints and beliefs, and our thinking and knowing only goes as far as we were, as we'll let it. And mine was revenge thinking, jealousy, and envy. And I'm going to admit this: I come from a family that we were not never wealthy in money, but we were always wealthy in insight and being able to make a living. That's where I really understand. We was trying to make a living instead of being the entrepreneur. See, hourly workers are hourly entrepreneurs. And when I opened up to understand this and I realized how wise my parents were, they give us a skill to go through life. And that's all your parents are for. Your parents, um, they had a challenge because they had their individual journeys, their journey together. Then, if like my parent family had 5 kids, so they had 5 other, whatever you wanted to call us at the time. No, they had 5 kids and their journeys. So that just complicates life. And see, and we were all. I got to admit, I was a selfish brat. I will. The more I admit and laugh at myself, the more liberated I feel. So I liberate me for me to realize life is fun and energized entertainment for me to experience. But the more I rise out of my parents' viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs, the more I stop being a thief of my life and opens my eyes to whoever I am. And it's really about liberation over heal. Because heal and change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, they have many movies in your subconscious mind. And when you're trying to do that, it activates all the memories and all the events and everything. But if you can give yourself permission to liberate you from you and open up to listen to the situations and question everything that went on in your life. Me, I had to go back to my parents, all the way back to my parents' life. That's where all the ingraining of my viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs, thinking, knowing, everything began. So when I opened up to do this and I had the gumption to question it, I could rise out of it. But it's really, I want people to understand this. Everybody encompasses a sleek, unique talent of some kind of entrepreneurial gadget, song, anything that will rise them up. But the thing about your talents, your sleek, unique talents, they will probably never fit in a socialized system, because a socialized system is like self-help, personal growth, self-improvement. It's all about an extension of business and the school system. And yours may not, and your unique talents may be painting, artistry, uh, carpentry, or something. And you may have a welding, making stainless steel things. Got a fly wants to play today. Well, got rid of him. See, life's going to show you ways that makes everything be what it is. But it's really about letting go of your opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs, because they're frozen in time, subconscious representations of your past. And that binds your mind in yesterday. And I wrote something today. I asked myself, how do I try to live today like yesterday? And we've been taught that through our lives. When we went to school, well, let's review this. Let's go back to this. History was always taught to us from yesterday. We've never, ever opened up to this as now. And is it going to happen overnight? No. And if I ever get there, I'll let you know. But it's being open to understand it's there for you, because you encompass the witted grit, get and go to galvanize the optimism within you. And see, most of the time, we're caught up in our egotistical arrogance, but we're also caught in, oh, somebody's going to laugh at me. Somebody's going to criticize me. Somebody's going to ridicule you. That's the greatest thing that ever happened to you. Criticism, ridicule from people that are staying the same is a compliment to you. Because if I ain't getting ridiculed or criticized by somebody, I'm living their life. But if I'm getting criticized and ridiculed, that means I'm questioning the mysteries and riddles of my life to rise, shine, and expand through life with ease. And something else, whenever something's happening, chaos or anything like that, what is it? Where's the wisdom? What is the world? What is the universe showing me? Where is the pathway out? Where's the better way for me to experience this? And how am I stuck in yesterday? And if you look at the world and get very honest, we are stuck in yesterday, because the last 20 years, we've always said business and education will rise us to everything. Business and education has got us going downward. It isn't the business is wrong or the education. It's the education is taught to control us. And business today has an enslaving mindset. It's open to you to be an inspirited entrepreneur, to listen to your talents, your intuition, imagination, innovation, and trailblazer talents, to walk out onto your paths of enlightenment, enjoying your trails of triumph. Because business and education will never take the world any further than it is today. It's individual talent, and people are the assets of the world. Business is just a byproduct of people having money. And we've been taught that, oh, you got to have business, you got to have business. No, you got to have commerce. Farmers markets, that's commerce. You got to have individualized commerce for everybody to enjoy life. And as you open up to understand you encompass all the good of the world, is within you. But you do have the wisdom, insight, and clarity to celebrate your life. But something I've opened up to, and I opened up to it about 2 years ago, the way you solve every challenge in your life is you listen and question it. Where's the wisdom? Why am I apprehensive? Why is this occurring again? And if you get open and really witness your day, you're going to see a lot of today's occurrences mirror yesterday. I know mine do. And that's when I first started in this, uh, in my sovereign expansion, as I noticed I was listening to all the books and doing a whole, but yet my life had the same occurrences going on. It wasn't until I opened up and says, okay, and it all started when I heard someplace in my life the word expand. Then I started, and then I come up with expand, energize, enterprise, and experience. That began the movement. And then I realized change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, think, know, learn, knowledge, and thoughts were all yesterday. As I opened up to understand inspiration for thinking, understanding for knowing, comprehend for learning, wisdom for knowledge, revelations for thoughts. And what that did is it rose me out of the memory, the many movies of my life, and allowed me to start the panorama movies of my desired life. See, you got the power and the wisdom to be the Picasso of your life and color and design your life your way when you let go of being stuck in your viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, and opinions. Beliefs are thieves. If you believe it, you're in a frozen in time representation and you're a box, stuck in a box of yesterday. Well, actually, you're in a cell of hell because you're just going to stay the same. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypno Acuity. And something I always want you guys, people to understand, you are the talent, the wisdom, insight, clarity, and the daredevil designer of your dreamers' paradises when you allow yourself to listen to your free-flowing energy within you. And my website's mycowboywisdom.com. My email's robert@mycowboywisdom.com. But if you rise out of your viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs and listen to the better way of your life and question the better way to be your way of life, you rise out of the boundaries of your life. Because boundaries are fears. Always remember that. When you set a boundary, you're setting a new fear. And fear becomes insecurity, and then you become afraid of yourself. That's the thing. All we are is afraid of our own talents. So with that, I'm going to say thank you and good night.